Thank you, Premier Smith, for creating the Alberta Next panel, and thank you, panelists, for your participation and contributions. As I said in the Red Deer Town Hall, I'm the son of a welder that grew up without ever thinking that the task might not be doable, and the farm equipment always got back into the field. Another short story, when helping my son build a wooden sword, he noticed that I could have done it a bit differently, and that would have been better. Good ideas can come unexpectedly from unlikely places. I think everyone is too concentrated on some specific things. If they zoom out, they will see that everything stems from a woefully outdated system. Also, focusing on Alberta's interests appeals to only a portion of Albertans, as you've clearly seen. When life circumstances directed me away from an engineering career into learning about interest-based mediation and then pioneering parenting coordination, I learned that high conflict parents going through a divorce could be constrained and influenced to work together. Albertans, Canadians, and people living in democratic countries around the world are not as polarized as it seems. Political consolidation into a two-party situation intensifies the counterproductive polarized behaviors. The solution? The leaders of the top 5 political parties get a seat in the legislature. Federally, the top 7 get a seat in Parliament. This will provide a more diverse pool of ideas and perspectives at the highest level, and it will give value to nearly every citizen's vote. No more by-elections, no riding gets more direct access to the Premier or Prime Minister, and no riding gets neglected because their representative is too busy. It also prevents the entrenchment of political monopolies and duopolies, creating a fertile environment for new parties to sprout and develop. Proportional representation does not structurally impose cooperation onto the two main parties, so it's not the answer. The solution? Elect 2 representatives for each riding. Since the 2 representatives both represent the same group of people, they have to vote the same on every piece of legislation. Usually agreement will come quickly and easily. Sometimes, like a person standing on 2 feet instead of 1, the 2 representatives will be able to securely reach for innovative solutions that are far outside the Overton window. If they can't agree, then they have to seek direction from their constituents. If a consensus with the constituents does not emerge, then a solution that accommodates multiple preferences must be created. For a very long time, citizens have been calling for a change in tone. Electing 2 reps per riding will dramatically change the tone, and using a ranked ballot will foster that too. Note that ranked ballots have to be processed in a new way, so it doesn't create crazy outcomes. That new way is double elimination, which has already been shared with the provincial board of the UCP. Side note, there is a way to allow people to confirm that their vote was counted and counted properly, while maintaining complete anonymity. I have submitted this solution as a UCP governance proposal. Elected representatives should function more like a board of directors for a company or organization, and the department heads should be qualified, experienced people. When Daniel Smith won the 2023 election, she had only 48 people to choose from when trying to fill all the ministerial positions. Rachel Notley had 53 people to choose from, but some of them had no experience or qualifications at all. The solution? The elected representatives collectively select a qualified person to be the finance minister, the health minister, the minister of education, etc. Halfway between each regular election, a slate of qualified people is presented to the citizens for an approval vote. Each must be approved by more than 70% of the voters. The same process would apply to the selection of the premiers and the prime minister. The elected representatives and party leaders would search for the best possible person, someone that is smart, well-spoken, experienced, and trustworthy. Someone that will be approved by over 70% of the people. Right now, party leaders fight relentlessly for the opportunity of being the premier or the prime minister. This doesn't serve the citizens well. In a well-designed democratic system, party leaders will still compete against one another, for sure. But if they conduct themselves like the athletes we admire most, Wayne Gretzky, Jerome McGinley, Steve Yzerman, the well-designed system will positively reinforce that. We Albertans, right now, can lead the creation of a country that's better than anything on the planet. When Greenland and Alaska want to join us, then we'll know we've got it right. And if some parts of Canada are not interested, then they will get left behind. Thanks for watching. In the description below, there is a link to a video that describes how vote confirmation can be done. There is also a link to a video that replicates what I presented to Court Ellingson on Friday, September 19th. I was hoping that Court would encourage Nahid to be a statesman, propose these ideas, and to work constructively with Danielle to make Canada version 2.0 a reality. Redirecting the energy of his supporters to something constructive would make a big difference.